Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. And I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you for everybody. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I have so much to share with you guys today. We're going to be talking about sales funnels and how to transform those visitors into buyers. Haley, Meg, thank you guys so much for inviting me to be here. See my screen, okay? Okay, wonderful. All right. So hi there, friends. I'm Barb Pritchard. I'm a brand strategist and intuitive designer. A little bit of street cred for me. I've had the opportunity to work with Fortune 100 and 500 businesses for, let me get some prune juice and start up my hover round for over 20 years. I've been known as a brand enchanter, a sales page sorceress, a website wizard, and a book cover magician. But it didn't quite scratch the itch because I just wanted to work with purpose-driven businesses. So I would moonlight on the side and kind of seek out companies that I could, like, for example, like a veterinarian who needed help with their website or something, or like a heart-driven business who needed help with the sales page, or a brand or something because they weren't getting the visibility that they needed. So I established Infinity Brand Design to serve that purpose. So to get their message out and their cause, their purpose out there to the masses. So I am so honored to be here with you and sharing this with you guys. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about empathy. It is the key. And I've got Neo here with the Matrix because we're going to be taking the red pill today. So if we have any fans of the Matrix, because I'm a huge nerd, so forgive me if you're not. Come down the path with me. We're going to shift your perspective to the mind, to our clients. We're going to walk in their shoes today, because in order to get a really great sales page, we need to think we need to be in their shoes. We need to write copy and layout design for your sales pages. And just kind of think in the way that they would think and act in the way that they think. So get ready for that red pill. Okay. All right. Again, huge nerd, and Lord of the Rings has always spoken to me. So we are going on an adventure, because that's what our visitors are on. They are on an adventure. They are looking for a solution, and we get to be Gandalf. We are not the heroes. And if anybody, I'm looking for my book right here. Donald Miller, Building a Story Brand. If anybody is familiar with this book, it's a really big key here. We are not the heroes. Your visitors, your clients, your customers, they are the heroes. We are the guide. So again, remember this, and you play the role of that guide. Now, your solution is you get to guide them to that solution. And depending on how expensive your offer is, depending on how expensive your solution is, the longer that adventure, your sales page, is going to be for that visitor. Okay. So the higher the stakes, the more you need to relate to their dreams and empathize with their struggles, right? Okay. Now, so just a kind of a heads up, I have 10 potent ingredients to a successful sales page. Now, if you'd like, I'm going to give you this opportunity at the end of my presentation. You're more than welcome to whip out your phones, grab your camera. You don't have to take a picture, but just hold up the camera and you shoot at the little QR code there at the bottom, and you'll be able to grab my freebie there, which will give you all of these details I'll be sharing with you today. And it'll give you some pro tips in there, as long as with all the checklists that I'm giving you, but it also give you the layout of this goodness, because sales pages can be tough. Sales pages can cause you a lot of stress, and I'm all about Zen and keeping stuff simple. So, all right, let's go to the 10 potent ingredients. Now, for brevity, I promise you there really are 10. We're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, there's not really 10. I condensed them. So anyway. First, headlines that hook. This is the most important thing, because this is the first thing people see on your sales page. And this also goes for websites too, but we're not talking about websites right now. You got to captivate your visitors within 7 seconds or less, because people have the attention span of goldfish. I mean, look at our feeds, look at our Facebook. I mean, look at our Instagram, TikToks, and all of that. We're just constantly scrolling. 7 seconds or less. But the thing is, headlines are probably the most difficult thing to write. So it's probably easier. I find it's even easier for me to leave this for the last piece to write. Once you've gotten super clear on your offer, once you know what it is that you're going to offer, and how you know that your star clients or your soul clients, who I like to call them, how they talk about their dreams and their struggles. Now, the thing is with a headline, it's going to be, I typically think of them as two parts. There's a headline, so it's going to be the name of the offer, or maybe a bold statement, or like the transformation that the offer provides. And then there's typically a subheadline. So maybe it's a tagline explaining what the offer is, who it's for, how it helps your star client, soul client achieve the offer that's, achieve that desired transformation. So, all right. The next potent ingredient is one aligned offer, just one. Don't give them a bunch, because here's the mantra I probably should have chosen for my quote instead of the Gandalf one that I did choose, but there is no such thing as a confused buyer. There is no such thing as a confused buyer. Please remember this. It makes having one aligned offer makes your messaging and your marketing so simple, because you know what you're going to share on social. You know what you're going to share when you're emailing your friends and all of everybody on your email list. It makes it so simple. And when a visitor needs to choose between multiple options, smackety jackety, y'all. It takes too much energy and brain power. They're just going to leave that sales page. They're going to click that X so fast. So stay away. Actually, I just skipped ahead. So one aligned offer, that's the key. Remember, no such thing as a confused buyer. All right. Potent ingredient number 3, clear copy and messaging. This is super key. And I know we had somebody yesterday speaking about copy for your sales page. And this is super, super, very important. You want this copy you want the visitor to feel like, oh, you're speaking directly to me. And the key here, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. You want your person to feel like you're talking directly to them. So I like to write from the position of I'm speaking to one person, whatever I'm writing. I'm speaking to you. I'm looking right at you. I'm talking to you. So write from that perspective of your soul client. Use that same language that they would use to describe their needs, their goals, their dreams, and their pain points. Stay away. And here's the thing too. Sometimes I work with, therapists or something like that, or even lawyers or attorneys or anything like that. Stay away from some industry jargon or acronyms if at all possible. And if it's not possible, explain it. Let them know what the heck you're talking about, because again, there's no such thing as a confused buyer. And if you're ever in doubt, do some marketing research. Please don't run. Please don't leave when I say marketing research. It's always a helpful friend, and it keeps you on top of current trends, because they know best. Your previous clients, your current clients, they're going to give you the best source of information on, giving you the information you need to kind of give you feedback on your offers, right? They're going to help you tweak that information beautifully. They're going to, it's glorious. I promise you, it's not a scary thing to do. Okay. Potent ingredient, the number 4. It kind of goes back to one clear, where do we go? One clear aligned offer. This is one clear call to action. So you want to remember this mantra again. There is no such thing as a confused buyer. You want to make it clear what you want your visitors to do, and you want to repeat that same call to action throughout your sales page. This is something that I really like to do, that I've kind of tested throughout sales pages too. Depending on branding and all of this kind of thing, when I'm dealing with particular clients, they may have very limited branding colors. But if you can, something I like to do is give the sales page button one color and repeat that throughout, and give that color. Don't repeat that color anywhere else. And see, you're kind of training your visitors. That color means to buy now. That color means to click here. And it's really interesting. You'll see how your clicks increase. It's really interesting. Okay. The only caveat to this might be if you have the payment plan option, maybe you offer for like a coaching service or a group coaching program where you do like maybe monthly payments versus annual payments. Maybe you have like the pricing options where you can push that envelope a bit here. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Here's where we combine the three. So 3 potent ingredients are going to be 4 to 6 testimonials. Testimonials are going to help you super establish your expertise and your credibility. Credibility is going to be key here. You want to prove it. Bo Burnham is here going to kind of help you just establish that. Testimonials are a great way to do this, to get you bonus points if they're related to your offer, but they can be related to if they've worked with you in the past. Some items that you can, what I recommend helping to kind of collect with these testimonials, I highly recommend video testimonials. Those are great. A video testimonial with a written summary, even better. You can use maybe screenshots from a Facebook group, maybe even a screenshot from, DMs or anything like that. Those are okay. But something I also like to do a lot of times, what clients will use are first name, last name, a title, of like how they refer themselves as, a business name, professional headshot. Those work pretty well too. But video testimonial, they when it's coming directly from your customer, goes a long way, right? Yes, Elaine, yes, 100%. Okay, next one, frequently asked questions. This is so important. It removes the knowledge and trust barriers so quickly. So don't overlook this valuable asset, seriously. With the right questions and answers, this section can be what transforms your unsure visitor into a confident buyer, seriously. So some common examples to include would be, common questions. Who is the offer for? Who is it not for? What are the payment options? What are some common objections? Are there cancellation or refund things that you may be offering for this? What are the guarantees? Sometimes a guarantee is a great thing to do because, well, we won't get into chargebacks or anything like that, but is there a guarantee? That would be a great thing. What are important dates and details related to the offer? Seriously, don't skip this bit. It's a really great thing to do. And you may be even repeating some information that is already down in the sales page, but if you collect it down in one easy section, the FAQ section, people sometimes will scroll right on down to that section, and it's wonderful that's another great credibility section. And of course, a short bio about you. I love the bio section because it allows you to add a touch of magic and sparkle to your sales page, and it lets your visitor to know who the heck is behind this offer. Who are you? So it only helps to add to that know, like, and trust factor. It increases your credibility and your expertise. It's just, it's all about coming across as relatable to your audience. And this is just another great way to do that. Some super helpful items to include is a professional photo of you, how your expertise connects to your audience, and of course, how your expertise relates to your offer. This is super important. And a little pro tip here, and a little bonus tip is share a story. Stories are so sticky. I really love how it's a great opportunity to share a little short story about how your expertise led you to this offer, how it led you here, how it relates to your visitor and your offer. But here's the thing, you kind of want to keep it just kind of short because, again, we all have the attention span of a goldfish. So kind of break it up, and easy to read, digestible, little short summaries or whatever, and kind of break it up into, yes, Elaine, stories are sticky, stories are sexy. People they want to relate to you. But yeah, break up the story into easy to read sections. So maybe a couple of paragraphs or bullet points, bold, italices, and all of that goodness. So, okay. The next part is going to be, the next potent ingredient is Polished imagery. So who remembers Home Improvement? Al's over here strutting his stuff on the runway. Brand photos, and please don't groan, and headshots. I promise you. I used to, up until last year, I was using some good old iPhone headshots that I was taking. But really and truthfully, your brand photos, people would relate to you. And I really have discovered that the brand photos have really helped a lot. It really helps you to stand out from the rest, because it just, stock photography only can stretch so far. And a lot of people are using the free stock photography. And while I understand, I get it. I really do get it. However, I'm gonna recommend against using stock photos. You run the risk of having to kind of cite the particular photographer in very specific ways. You may have to potentially face litigation. If you have to use stock photography, go with a paid stock source. This way, you won't have to run, and you run less risk of having your same image on many other sales pages. Just saying. But if you can use brand photos, if you can use headshots, smackety jackety, if you can have somebody take a really great picture of you, even if it's with an iPhone or something like that, that's even better. Looking at the camera, looking towards the copy on your sales page, because it makes the visitor look towards the copy and makes them want to read it, really goes a long way. It's really something to kind of study that. Okay, the next potent ingredients is a clean color palette. Good old Bob Ross here. So while this is kind of at the bottom of the list, font choices, all of this kind of stuff, it really shouldn't be. Readability and accessibility is super important. There are a lot of people out now who are using e-readers, and it's really important, but also it also impacts how long a visitor stays on your page. So consider this. Your color choices, your font choices. If it's hard to read, you're going to have visitors clicking off your page faster than they can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Click. So yes, you absolutely want happy little trees on your sales pages. If it fits your branding, you want to make them feel happy on your sales page. So I've also included in my freebie, in my checklist, that you can definitely, I've included some free places where you can get resources for beautiful color palettes to help you out with that. So by all means, check this out. It's super, yes, high contrast is so important. It really, really is. Okay. All right. And the last but not least, mock-up images. And I know this sounds like it shouldn't be that important, but it really is. Visual representation goes such a long way. There was a report done, statistics from the e-commerce consumer psychology statistics it was a study done by Justuno. 93% of consumers consider visual appearances to be the key deciding factor in a purchasing decision, even if it's a digital product or a service. That could be a group coaching program. It doesn't matter. It could be a major role in influencing their purchasing decision. So, I mean, seriously, I've also included just a really quick few bullet points in my freebie, how to create a mock-up in Canva. You can do it with a free Canva account. It goes a long way. People want to see, oh, this is what I'm getting. Even if you're looking at just a couple of pages and, something on a computer screen, they need to understand, oh, I get it. It's really something. Okay. So my friends, I'm happy to take any questions. And here is the QR code again. If you would like to get your hands on that freebie again, you can go to salespagesorcery.com. I'm not even going to pretend that I didn't really fully understand how to spell sorcery. So that's why I created the QR code, because it could be a little tricky to spell. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat for me. I appreciate it. And if you ever need any help, if you're like still, if sales pages, if you're looking to still achieve sales page Zen, I completely understand. I've got you. I'm more than happy to assist you with that too. You can hit me up for a free call. We can have a connection call at infinitybranddesign.com. www.strategist.com/connect. And I would love to connect with you. I can help you out with your sales page, your funnels, and all of that good stuff. So, all right. Anyone have any questions? Thank you so much, Jana.
Thank you for the reminder about the testimonials, because I think what's good to remind myself all the time is that I'm on a journey right now that's different from people who are like starting a journey of learning about all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't watch testimonials. I listen to testimonials. Just because it's not your thing doesn't mean that other people don't really need that. That's what I especially got out of today. So I really appreciate that you mentioned that, because that helps people. And don't we want to help people? And if the testimonials help people, then I'm going to get my testimonials on there. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think too, something that I've done, I just created a short Google Doc and I send it after I work with somebody or they work with me, and I just send it to them. Just if you don't mind, can you please fill out this short Google Doc for me? I'd love a testimonial, if you will. And they send it straight to me. That's so easy. Yeah. I like what Mike just said. You could get testimonials from just about anyone who's met you. I agree, Tiff. I agree.
Yep.
Co-sign.
So many great reminders here. Thank you so much.